Standard comp at this point with how much Viego we are seeing and, you know, assassin-esque champions coming into the mid game. Ton of AoE damage if they can get those fighting chokes. I think they're going to do a... Weiwei still looked like one of the most, I'd say...
Influential?
What's a good word? I don't just want to use good. These mid games, once he starts to get past the full clear point and getting some items under his belt, him and BBGod do still have that good synergy, and they've done what they used to do in V5, where they're very prone to walking in the enemy jungle as a two-man unit, getting down that vision and trying to turn that into an immediate pick onto you. But we're coming straight into a top lane gank. Can BLG find the stun?
This is where Weiwei wanted to be in the Renekton lane, but Garvey just hops away, and now that Weiwei's spotted away, you can see the shadow on the bottom side. Well, actually, let's focus on the top side, because TP's coming in. BLG wanted to dive this, but it's responded by Xie. And that means Zika walks up to the lane. 3 committed to the top side. And Scuttlecrab, as it's being pinged down, should be given over to BLG, while Shadow is just going to go and take the camps while he can. Played steel caps for Garvey, so nullifying yet another lane. But just note that Garvey's ahead in CS up here, doing pretty well. As BB is going to get the trade, but it is Grasp, so expect the trade back.
Yeah, Garvey, you know, gonna do well in these short trades with the Grasp, kiting out the Renekton. It's what we hit on, right? As Nar, you like the isolated matchup, but he went in.
He got
the
stun
might go down
and
though.
ultimate solo kill territory before Weiwei can get in.
I mean, right, because Xie is the one with lane prio. He's able to move first. Kramer pushed down in the bot lane. So if they can engage on BBGod, he should be dead.
Equalizer solar flare. I've seen this so many times before. Chains corruption over the wall. Here comes the poke from Kramer. 3 ultis, but a kill. You press W. And Lyric on the other side. BBGod actually going to find Xie. He walks into them around the corner, blindsided. Depth charge, pounce one more time. That flash, pretty hard if you're not right up against the wall. So Xie manages to get away with a slither of health. But
to walk into this death brush. They're going to start moving over now.
There's a ward on Raptors. There's a ward on Raptors, but BLG getting turned around on Garvey coming in. He's about to Meganar. Throws him into the middle of the pit. We'll get a stun after the fact as BLG are losing numbers advantage everywhere, Lyric. It was their play being set up, and LGD group up in their own little pairings and managed to pull away some kills.
Aware of what was going on. BLG realized that in the end as well. They try to get out. Can they get these other kills?
The flash, Zenith Blade connects, and Bubu's caught out as well. He was in the brush. Everyone but Zika goes down.
LGD coming into this mid-game strong. Right. Kramer might go down. Doesn't have flash or heal anymore.
Bench pressing over Kramer right now. There's the 500 gold shutdown. At least Zika gets something, but he's on the run out. Xie's got the movement speed. He'll be able to follow him in the end as well. Stride Breaker be damned, as Blast Cone will give him some movement speed. Look at Depth Charge mid. Look at mid. BBGod goes for the engage, but he's completely overstayed. Shadow about to have Equalizer as well. Garvey's rolled back in with a Meganar. Equalizer, Night Harvester into the wall with the rest of your minions. And Xie re-engages as Nautilus. Guess who this guy is? As reset number 2 on top of Zika. He gets pulled in. Won't be able to be the Kaiser this time around. Bubu in the background. And chaos ensues over this game 1. Showstopper off Lyric. LGD now on the river.
And the thing is, right, Garvey's Mega's about to time out, but I still feel like LGD are in a fine position unless... Oh,
he's
Zika
into the backline, sets up the engage, face breaker, sandwiches the 2 between. The Haymaker, though, doesn't kill Kramer. Dodges away from the Javelin toss. BBGod now overextending, and Zika's engage was great, but not everyone was there. Xie zoning away as well, and LGD do it once more.
And I'm surprised the members of LGD were able to follow up so quickly on the collapse from Zika, finding a nice engage on Kramer, get him shrunk down so low, but in the end, it doesn't turn into anything. It turns into more gold for LGD and this dragon coming out from them. And I mean, you know, we've seen Rumble.
1,000 gold ahead of you.
And the thing is, LGD don't lose anything for this play because Dragon's not up for 1 minute and 15 seconds. Zika, though, going in with the flash stride breaker, but not able to find it.
Setting it up on Mark. Here's the burst. Killer Instinct from aiming. Mark should die here, but the shielding comes through. TP on the backside. That's Garvey. No Mega Nub, but Shie's alongside him. 5 versus 2 if they can get over the wall. Boomerang Blade slows both BuBu and Weiwei. Azika curb stomps him down. Shie still escapes, so thanks to the Heartbreaker. And now we're chasing. Javelin Toss dodged away from, and Shie gets out, and PP gone. No, he's left behind. 5 versus 4 on the Rift Lyric, and Garvey about to go Mega. He gets face breaking in. Meanwhile, the fight up here is Weiwei caught out. LGD once again picking BLG apart.
Laners as well, they're going to be able to push this banner in so far.
I'm just surprised by LGD, not only this split, but this game. They've had their head on their shoulders. It's something I said that Zika felt like the only person who was at points in this game for BLG. But LGD now picking up the Baron, 6k gold lead. Sure, they'll lose the Dragon, but who gives a diddly donker? Because at this point in the game, with Baron, with the Gnar, and Viego, you have super strong side lanes that can add so much pressure to push into BLG's base. GA dealing with bot. Lyric, we got a lot to talk about here, and I think it's how LGD close out this game. Base breaker, rather it is the showstopper, but Zika getting bursted down. Kramer's here. He sends a hail of arrows in his wake as PP God and BuBu need that blast cone, but they've brought a scary man with a huge freaking sword with them. Javelin Toss layers through. LGD dodge the damage, but BLG lose their mid laner. They're just lucky that nothing else is up, but remember, Lyric, LGD have Baron. Croc, you're literally like one of those 2-year-old crocodiles that you pull out of the pond and you start patting. You think it's cute now. The Shie gets dunked back. Zika trying to win the game for BLG. Haymaker does great damage. Solar Flare there though. And this is the problem. You've once again channeled into a choke. It's a good effort, but Shie's so fed now as well. He'll look for the final piece of damage against aiming. And while he won't get it, the rest of BLG have fallen. Weiwei against the wall. And LGD ready to bring game 1 home.
And in the end, at this point, LGD are just too far ahead. It looked like it could have worked. Zika goes in aiming with a nice follow-up, but they don't have the damage to take the members of LGD down. And LGD taking this win confidently.
Confidently, keyword, under 30 minutes is exactly that. Garvey survives in the end. Great Gnar game for him, while the rest of LGD followed suit. This team is a surprise in summer, Lyric, and I love surprises.